Two.
Whew. This is some rough business, man. Some rough business. All right. I think we should be good now. Is anybody here?
Wait for my notification. No, I haven't yet.
No notification. Uh-oh. Here we go with this. So complicated this evening. That's what happens, boy. We steal, kill, and destroy. We're trying to do the good, and they're trying to shove the bad in here, but we won't let it happen. We're going to stay with it. We won't give up. And it looks like people are here now. And we're unlisted, so now we're going to go public. So now people should flood in. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm sorry about this one. This was a rough start. All right, now everyone should be getting their notifications. Now we should be able to see what's going on here. And now we should be able to be talking to folks about what's going on.
There it is.
Man, that was some rough business.
You made it.
Okay. Phew. Man. Busy night tonight. It's like a second job just trying to get on here with you guys tonight. My goodness.
Hello, everybody.
Oh my goodness. Did you know that Doug and Stacy are giving away an F-150 and we got you all feeling kind of excited about it, and we are pretty excited about it too. All right, here we go. You guys like my little post saying we were going live? I like to do that so you guys know what's up, just in case YouTube has stopped giving you notifications. And make sure you subscribe right now, because I'm about to drop some names in this bucket, and we're going to pull out 5 people that are in the last hoo-ha for the truck. Somebody is getting that truck this week coming up. So I hope y'all are ready. It's pretty exciting business.
Hello to Wendy and Shelly and Anita and Rhonda and Roy and Jody and Dean and Rhonda and Jennifer and Cynthia and Barbara.
Man, look at all those people.
Nancy and Deb and Brian.
From all around the world, it's true.
Oh, Fran, you like this bowl for popcorn?
Well,
I love
like
this bowl
for everything.
I like it. It's good for lots of stuff.
We like this bowl for everything. For everything and everything. Okay, you guys talk to Stacy. She's going to read her comments while you guys talk to her for a little bit. I'm going to fill out these slips, and I'm going to put them in. And I might read some of the names while we do it. How cool is that? If you guys are new around here, Stacy and I are giving away an F-150. It's a 2014, 158,000 miles on it. It's a clean, straight shooter truck. I just got the new tires on it.
Yes, new tires and a bed, whatever you call it.
A bed liner.
A bed liner.
Yep, and it's a white truck. You guys have seen it on the pictures. We've shown you pictures of it. So the first person we're going to put into the bowl is Daryl Hasty. Wow.
Daryl, are you here? You're in the bowl.
So I'm dropping names in the bowl. We're gonna read some names, and then I'm gonna pull out 5 names out of all the names that I've already picked. After I put them all in there, I'm gonna draw out 5 while we're hanging out tonight, and then out of those 5, one person is gonna get that truck, and I'm gonna have it delivered to you this week. I'm gonna take it tomorrow and get the stickers put on it. Remember, it's gonna say offgridwithdougandstacy.com on it. And you guys got to leave that sticker on there. I'm going to have my lawyer put it in my paperwork. At least 1 year. Hopefully you want to leave it on there for a long time. But, you know, everyone's so moody these days. You might get mad at me or something and want to take it off. All right. So
we got, Martha. Hi, Martha. She's from South Carolina. Happy Dog Days. Regina, Jesse, Mary, Tamara, Cows and Sourdough.
If you guys have questions that you want to ask, just make sure you put them in all caps and Stacy can read them. Make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up as you come into the chat here and into the live show, so everybody knows that we're doing a live show and they get the word out. We only have 600 thumbs up and there's 2,500 people in here, you slackers. So let's go. I left a tweet the other day. I said we went from homestead homies to the ungovernables in 2 short years. So give me some thumbs up in here, would ya? We're giving away a truck. Come on now. All right, here we go. You got some questions there you can answer?
Nope. Everyone's just saying hello. Everyone's just getting here, hanging out, doing the meet and greet.
Hope you guys had a good weekend.
We need some hors d'oeuvres, appetizers. Let's see. Yeah, the chat is zooming. It's going quick.
Yeah, so folks were saying about slowing them down, and we can't really slow them down. We can slow you down, one person, if you're making multiple chats. But when there's this many people, you can stop it yourself. All you have to do is, I have a touch screen. I can just put my finger on there and I can scroll up and down there. Or if you guys have your, phone, you can do it with your phone like that, or your mouse. There's ways you can slow it down, and then you just read them at your leisure. And there's a little blue circle with an arrow. When you want to catch right up to what we're talking about, you just hit that and it like teleports you.
And hi, Michaela.
Hi, Michaela.
She's from our neck of the woods.
So I'm writing down
give us someone else's name.
I'm writing down Patricia. I'm writing down names of the finalists. And out of this bowl, we're going to pick 5 finalists. And then one person out of those 5 people will get the truck this week. It's being delivered to their house. I'm going to bring it out.
And I feel the energy. Do you guys feel the excitement? I feel the excitement.
Yeah, it's something else, isn't it? Come on, you guys got some questions? I need her to talk. We can't have dead time on the live show.
No dead time.
She's just reading, and she's not going to be good at this. I'm good at this, and I can keep it going. So you guys got to ask questions so she can answer the questions. All right, let's go. Otherwise, we're going to have all this dead time, and people are just going to click off, and somebody's going to miss all this awesomeness.
All right, so Georgette is ordering a wood stove this month and a Berkey. That's good. You're on your way to self-sufficiency. I like it. And people are cooking, making chicken dumplings.
And Karen's in the pot now.
I like it.
There's Karen.
So how's the weather where you guys?
How's the weather?
I'm going to talk about it because it's crazy. We had freezing cold weathers and now...
Let's talk about the Chinese balloon. Who cares about the weather? What's going on with the Chinese balloon? Just gandering across the country while everyone TikToks it and puts it on their social media. Holy smokes. Let's talk about something relevant. The weather. Let's talk about the weather.
That is weather.
No, that's what people do like when they're trying to do like small talk. Hey, let's talk about
but weather has to do with
let's talk about Chinese balloons floating over our United States, our sovereign country. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about if you got your seeds yet. Are you guys ready for planting?
That has to do with the weather.
Yeah.
Because I was going to go out and do some work today, but I didn't do it. I didn't go out today because it got kind of nice. So the weather was sunny here today. We've had freezing cold weather. And it kind of got nice, and it looks like we're going to have maybe a week or so of kind of warmer weather, so that's good. But some rain, too.
And JT Mom, and you're in the list. It seems like a lot of girls are in the list. Maybe they'll take care of that truck better.
I think, do you guys think girls are sloppier car people, keeping their car cleaner?
This one
guys?
This one's the worst.
Put your vote down below. Who has a dirtier car, the guy or the girl? Let's find out. I'll watch. All right, so.
Oh, Henry's in.
There we go. Go, Henry.
Man, this is really something, guys. I mean, if you guys are feeling it, I'm feeling it. I'm like, woo! I got to pick up my paperwork from the lawyer, and I got the title already. We put the new tires on it. If you're new around here, we're giving away a Ford F-150. It's a 2014, 158,000 miles on it. Everything checks out, runs great. Wouldn't give you any kind of hoopty-doopty. And instead of trading it in when we got a new truck, I thought, man, we're going to start really giving back to our subscribers on our YouTube channel that show up and are, showing the love and subscribing and talking and being part of our virtual community, because we need to build community, and not that fake old funky community. I'm talking about like where we each got each other's back and we're out there doing the thing. We got loyalty, we got integrity, right? That's what I'm talking about. And we're going to try to help make that possible right here. So if you guys were looking for a homestead family to be part of, or off-grid family to be part of, not just somewhere where you're just going to watch some kind of entertainment, but we're actually going to be worried about you and trying to help you guys move your needle, okay?
And Tammy made her first apple cider vinegar yesterday.
Clap, 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 clap.
It will work out because you just let it go and it'll turn into something. So
There's
it's
Kim
really
Williams.
hard. Oh, Kim's in there too.
Kim Williams just made the list. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is so exciting. There's only 3,200 people in here when we're doing all this stuff, and only 18. That's less than half of y'all have hit the thumbs up button. Psh, psh. All right, we're going home. Shut it off. Shut it off.
Oh, Felicia had their first Katahdin lamb today. Isn't it exciting? It's really fun to have your first little baby.
I love it. And they're so cute.
They are so cute. They are. Just love it. Today, it's so funny now. Like our little bottle fed lamb that I have, Abby, she comes when she hears me and she comes running like a million miles an hour, and she's running, and then she sees me there, but she can't like figure out how fast she's going. So she puts the brakes on and she slides to me all the time now. It's so cute.
There's Ken Bogle. Man, you guys are getting your name up in here. Woo, man. And for everyone who entered the contest, maybe we don't pull your name out. I don't know if you've watched the last video where I was cleaning out the wood cook stove. I'm trying to show you guys how you can live this lifestyle and the tools you're going to need and how to operate them. So I walked you guys through the wood cook stove, and at the end of that video, the giveaway for February is at the end of that video, right? So,
and it's a good one.
Y'all,
if you haven't seen it, you better go look.
Make sure you're subscribed. If we check who we pull out of here and you're not subscribed to our channel, next. That's part of the rules. Right, Christina Sayer? Christina Sayer.
She's on there too?
Man, this is awesome stuff.
Yeah, people are working on the raised beds.
Yeah, it's time to get the fever, y'all. Get your sweet potatoes going. It's going to take a minute to get those slips rising. Stacy's going to start hers probably tomorrow. Aren't you?
Joe, I'm going to do my sweet. Oh, yeah, I'm starting my sweet potatoes. Yeah.
Because sometimes, to be honest with you guys, sometimes when you start your sweet potato slips, sometimes they could take off pretty fast. You know, what, a couple weeks, maybe 10 days or something. But sometimes they could be 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I mean,
I find it with the orange ones more that they take longer to get started. I always say the purple ones, those usually will take off really quick. But the orange ones usually take a little longer. Now, Joe wanted to know, do I know any herb to remove the vaccine? So this is if you guys, I love bentonite clay. Redmond has bentonite clay. You guys can go to our offgridwithdougandstacy.com and go to the shop tab, and you can order bentonite clay and you'll get a discount.
A discount. We did that for you guys.
So the bentonite clay
I'm going to leave
amazing.
A link for you.
Yeah, leave a link. But the bentonite clay is amazing because you can put it like a poultice on the bottom of your feet. So you're going to make it into like a paste, you know, part water and part bentonite clay, and you're going to pack it underneath the feet. Really, really good. Then you can kind of wrap it with some like maybe a plastic wrap and put some socks on and go to bed. Another thing that it's good for, if you're possibly going through chemotherapy, radiation, something like that, that'll be good to draw out the toxins from that also. So that would be something that I would think would be wonderful. So the bentonite clay is great because what happens is when it gets water to it, it like charges it and it pulls and draws out all the toxins. So that could be something that could possibly help. You can also take, and for any of us, like you could put 3/4 of a cup in a bathtub and just lay and take a bath because it's just going to be very good for your skin. It's very healing. It's going to draw out anything. So bentonite clay is amazing. There's so many. I'm doing my book on all the things that you can do to naturally, that you don't have to use, you know, medicine or anything like that, that should help you naturally. And that is a big section in my book because there's so much you can do with it. Tick bites, spider bites, bee stings,
if you guys don't have the bentonite clay on the homestead, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, bentonite clay is just definitely amazing.
And we buy it in bulk, like by the big bucket, because you can have paste laying around that you can use in emergencies. It's great for cuts and gouges. I mean, it's just so many uses. It draws out poisons and everything. And that's Mike.
Well, another thing is it's
Hold on. Mike Albury. Mike Albury.
And it's from like an ancient seabed. So it's got all these beautiful minerals like your calcium and potassium and magnesium and all these things.
Let's talk about that for a second. When she says it's from an ancient seabed. Now, the reason why we want to talk about that or clarify with that is because a lot of the salt maybe that you can get today or Anything like that that's dehydrated from the ocean these days is full of the plastics and everything, right? So all the plastics are out in the ocean and breaking down and having all this trouble. And so when you get like a Celtic salt or
well, Celtic salt is a little bit better from where it's located, but probably anywhere else in the whole
like
world.
Salt, just one.
I don't know. Just any most
of your sea salts are like that, right? Yeah. So that's why Redmond is really good, because it's a sea salt, but it's from an ancient bed that has dried up thousands of years ago. So there was no plastic on the earth when that happened.
Well, the thing that's cool about it, this clay is it covers the salt mine. So the salt is pristine and the clay is protecting it too, big layer of clay. So it's very healing, just like animals. What do animals do when they're sick? A lot of them, if they have an injury, they'll roll in the clay or they'll eat it. So it's very, very detoxifying. It's very healing. It's good for the skin. If you have any rashes or anything, it's just wonderful. Burns. I mean, there's a million things that I love it. So we get things here, one thing that's going to have tons and tons of uses for. Yeah. And bentonite clay is at the top of my list.
And so you guys should be buying that in bulk for your preps. You should be buying that in bulk for your homestead. You should be buying that in bulk as a barter item in case, you need to have some barter items. So, we don't make the news. We're just trying to help you. We're just trying to help you along. We're just trying to tell you what we do. We keep a lot of bentonite clay on hand, and we keep a lot of the salt on hand. And we buy that in bulk at Redmond as well. And you guys use our link, and you can save some money. And here's the last one is Stacy.
Well, maybe I'll get my truck back.
We got Stacy in here. Yeah,
really? Okay.
Maybe Stacy will win it. Casey Stacy, you know who you are. 4,200 people in the house and only 2,800 thumbs up. Can you guys please exercise the free thumbs up right? And because that helps us get the video out to more people so they know we're going live. And somebody who's interested in this truck giveaway might want to know that. All right, so we're going to answer questions, hang out for a little while. We're going to pick 5 people out of this container.
Yeah, explain how you're going to do it.
There's a bunch of people in here, okay? And we're only going to pick 5. And then out of those 5, one person is going to get a visit from Doug in the truck. I don't know if Stacy's going to be able to make it because we got to have somebody here watching the homestead.
The lamb.
So, yeah, she's got to be fed twice a day. So I might have to bring it myself. Yeah, 3 times a day. But we're working on that. But it's going to be this week it goes down. I'm literally going to be at somebody's house this week with that truck. And it's almost hard to believe. Right? It's almost hard to believe. But we could not do this, okay, without you. So if you don't show up to the videos, right, and if you're not watching the videos and all of a sudden no one likes Doug and Stacy, we can't help people anymore. So make sure you're showing up to all the videos and helping watch the videos, leaving the thumbs up on the videos, sharing the videos. The Amish stove video was really good. The Pioneer Princess that we have there. I walked you guys through a nice walkthrough and everything. It was pretty good.
When Tamara made her first fermented carrots, and she says they're delicious, and Giselle got their chocolate tea and drinking it right now.
All right. Yeah, usually if you guys order something like the chocolate tea, tea balls, books, or anything, we get them out pretty quick. And I'll be honest with you guys, because I believe honesty is the best policy. I do all of it. If you guys order stuff from me and you see a handwritten note on there, I wrote it. If you get your order in the mail, I packed it, right? I sent it, right? I do the videos. I do the editing. We don't have any employees over here. It's just me and Stacy, and Doug pretty much is a horse. And Stacy keeps Doug horsey.
Whatever that means.
Well, you keep me fed and washed and brushed.
And you neigh once in a while, right? Okay. Man. Yeah. Everyone likes my bowl.
They do. That's an awesome bowl.
It's just a bowl for everything. I like to make salads in it. I'll just put, if you're going to serve it, if people are here, you can put mashed potatoes or something in it.
But tell them about me. What's going to happen?
When?
In the future.
Oh, Doug. Okay. I know. Doug has always wanted, like you said, in my bucket list, what I want to do, he just always talks about he wants to make bowls, wooden bowls. So when things
I bought all my whittling stuff.
He's going to start making
all my tools, and I'm going to make bowls for you guys.
I get the first one. I want one of those great big bread bowl things.
I don't know. Where did we get this bowl? Do you remember?
I was shopping with Aunt B one day. I don't remember.
There wasn't a show or something we went to?
No, it was like, no.
No.
I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember.
I have an injured hen next to me. Everyone say a prayer for Dow's Homestead injured hen. We hope everything is okay with her. What's wrong with her? Maybe we can help you out. She just need a break inside, or you guys just, chilling?
Or did someone be mean to her? Our turkey was being mean to one of our chickens the other day. She was pecking on her.
Can you use a canner on your wood-burning stove?
Usually, well, if you can get it cranking and keep it consistent, yes. I
don't think the Amish do, though.
A lot the Amish usually do everything on their kerosene stove.
And they also water bath more than they actually do, like, canning.
Are you talking about pressure canning?
Right.
No, they do both. Because
Yeah,
they do
do.
meat. They do meat. They do both.
I know.
But a lot of, honestly, believe it or not, probably the majority of the Amish do just water bath. They just leave it on a long time. But a lot of them mostly, because I know they'll eat popcorn all the time. And it's hard. You have to have pretty high heat to even make popcorn. We have one of those whirly pot things too. And if I have my wood stove cranking, you could do all that with it. And you need to keep it up. Like on a really cold day, I would be okay. I could water bath and stuff in here. It would be fine. But you need to keep it hot enough. But yeah, you could do it on that. But mostly they do a lot of water bathing.
What kind of meat chickens do you recommend? We like the Freedom Rangers.
Yeah, from Freedom Hatchery. Yeah, we love them. They're kind of like the color of the Highline Browns or like a Rhode Island Red. They're that more orange color. And they're a little bit more natural where they'll walk around. They lay down in the sun. They scratch. They're not like big linebackers coming at you all the time and wanting to eat. And generally, I mean, they grow fast, but maybe a couple weeks longer it might take. But for me, not having these things chasing me and they're all disgusting and their little wings and feathers are falling out, I like the Freedom Rangers much better. And believe it or not, you know what, you guys, you can, if you hatch your own, and a lot of you guys should maybe get, invested in an incubator or something and start hatching your own. And when you hatch your own, you're going to get a straight run as they grow. You don't know if you're going to have, boys or girls. So eventually you'll find out if it's a rooster, and the roosters actually make wonderful meat. So that's what I do a lot, believe it or not, is, we hatch tons of chicks. I'm going to have a ton of roosters, maybe half and half, and then I'll butcher my roosters. And so that's what I do a lot. So I've gotten to the point over the years where I don't want to rely on having to get meat birds all the time and all the time and all the time. So sometimes I'll just go ahead and I just butcher my roosters, and that's what I do. So, there's so many ways around it. So, you're going to not get quite as much meat on some of these chickens, but some chickens do have, a little bit more meat than others. Like the Rhode Island Reds are going to have a little bit more. Your Barred Rock's going to have a little bit more meat on them. And the roosters, of course, are a little bit bigger too. So.
And we don't mess with geese because they're too ornery. We've had the Indian runner ducks. We like those plenty good, but we've never had the goose or geese just because they're too much. We like easy keepers. We don't want to be chased around all over the place out there. 25 names in there, and we're going to pull out 5.
Oh, Dallas said if he gets it, he'll come get it. You don't have to deliver it.
No, we're bringing it to you. You're not coming here.
How long do I let the apple brandy ferment in a half-gallon jar? It doesn't matter how big or little it is. It just needs to go. I mean, at least 6 months, it'll probably be sweeter. I think for me, 9 to 10 months is perfect.
And don't worry if your apples aren't mushing down. You're not doing. There's nothing that you can do right or wrong as long as you put it all in there. It's just gonna do its thing. It just takes time for the apple brandy to make itself.
Oh no, it doesn't. They're not gonna really mush down. It's the juices from all the sugar and stuff. It's the juice should go at the bottom. And no, it should just be at the bottom.
Yeah.
You have it tight. You need to make sure no air, nothing gets into it. You need to have that plastic wrap and no air. That's why you put the book on top of it. You don't want any air to get into it.
And it's mtknives.net. mtknives.net. I don't know if this guy's going to be able to keep up with all y'all.
MT Knives. So it's, MTKNIVES, right?
mtknives.net. It's hard for me to reach over there and put you in because I'm trying to read your comments and go so fast. Yes, magnesium. Do you like it? What kind do you use?
So like magnesium glycinate is a very highly absorbable kind. I really like that one. That's a really good one to do before bedtime. It'll help you sleep very well. There and magnesium malate's another one that's very absorbable too. Those would probably be my two favorites. But magnesium, and actually for all you guys, this is what everyone should do anyway, because the best way to really absorb magnesium is through the skin. So for all of you, and it's so wonderful, and it'll make you feel better because magnesium like works almost on every single part of you, and you need it, and most of us are definitely low in it. And if you want a great book, it's called The Magnesium Miracle by Dr. Carolyn Dean. It's amazing. It'll change your life when you read it. I mean, it's so interesting. But take Epsom salt baths, put a cup or two in your bath water, soak in it, because then you're going to absorb it, or just put it in for your feet while you're sitting there watching TV, or you're typing on the computer, or watching us on YouTube right now. Soak your feet in Epsom salts. And I'm telling you guys, if you just started doing that like a few times a week, you may notice a lot of cool things happening. You're having more energy. Some of your aches and pains are going away. You're not getting muscle cramps. And the other thing, you need magnesium to help you absorb your vitamin D3, because without it, you're not going to be able to absorb it properly, because it's sort of like the helps you carry it and take the vitamin D3 where it needs to go. So magnesium, definitely. Epsom salt baths is probably the cheapest way to go. Or I like magnesium glycinate and magnesium malate. So
you'd make peach brandy the same way you made the apple brandy.
You could. I like to do the pear. My two favorites actually are pear. I do the apple, raisins, sugar. You know how I did the apple brandy. And then I also like to do the pear, raisins, and sugar. I like to do it with like the harder fruits. Those are both great.
Yeah, you can definitely hatch chickens without an incubator, as long as you have another chicken.
Yeah, so what you do is, okay, you know what? Let's talk about this.
Why don't you sit on and try that one?
Yeah. So here, a lot of people may not know. So if maybe you're new to this.
That's the new world.
Well, listen, there's a lot of people, and you might think it's funny because you've been doing it, but there's a lot of people who are first. I know you are, but you're just getting into this. So you have your chickens, and you don't, it's kind of confusing to kind of figure it out. You go and you pick your eggs all the time. So what happens is, a certain time, these chickens are going to want to start to go broody, where they want to stay on the nest because it's time for them to want to hatch. So what's going to happen is, let's say the eggs are not being taken every day, and then they have a nice little clutch of eggs. So every day, all the little chickens are going there, laying their eggs, and then one of them is going to be like, oh, this looks pretty good. I think I'm ready to lock down and sit on my nest. So that may happen. And I know a lot of you guys might have them in the coop, but you can't just have them sit on, a clutch of eggs in the coop, because all the other ones want to lay eggs, and they're going to peck it. It's a big mess. So if you see a chicken on a bunch of eggs and they're sitting there and they're not moving, and you go to try to take it away and they're pecking at your hand and going crazy, then what you can do is hopefully take the eggs out. Maybe go put her somewhere quiet. Like I like to use a dog crate, with the door open, and I stick them. We have another little area, away from everyone. Make sure they have food and water. And then I'll put her in there alone with the eggs, and hopefully she'll stay there. And then she'll stay there for 21 days until they hatch. I mean, it's amazing. Once you kind of get it figured out, it really works well, and you can do it at your home. And then that way you won't need an incubator, and just let Mother Nature take its course.
And if you guys get a hen or something that gets pecked or has a little blood on it or something, get it out of there. Separate her for a little while. Make sure the blood's dried up, everything's healed up. Then reintroduce her, because they will jump on that blood. They'll
kill her in a matter of an hour.
They say they come from the dinosaurs. They ain't playing. Like, they will straight eat her up, and they'll stress her out so much.
And peck it. Yeah, when they see that blood on any of them, they just peck at it and peck at it and peck at it and peck at it. Yeah, definitely. So, Janice used her sun oven for the first time today. Boiled eggs and onions and garlic.
And yeah, we do silver, we do gold, we do all that stuff. We got, we're well diversified. You know what I'm saying, you guys? Well diversified. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Winner number 1.
Oh, he's picking. Wait a second. We got to give everybody time.
No, that's it. We've got 5,200 people in here, and I promised everybody I wouldn't waste their time. We're 30 minutes in.
Got it.
The number 1 person we picked out is Mike Aubrey. I'm going to be getting a hold of you.
Mike Aubrey.
Oh, hold on. Let's call Mike Aubrey right now. Let's see if we got his number right here. And we'll say, what's up, chump? Oh, I got his number. Here we go.
Okay, we're gonna call
All right,
Mike.
this is like those old. Remember, we could do it like we could do it like we're punking somebody, or we could do it like it's a gag joke. All right, where's Mike at? Three. All right, are you watching the show, Mike? We're calling you right now. Us and 5,000 people.
Gotta put him on speaker.
Hold on. Can you see his number? I don't want you guys looking at his stuff, right? Don't be peeking over here, dog. We gotta have some privacy issues. 9. Oh my gosh, are we really gonna call him right now? He's gonna freak out. 9, 4. All right, I'm calling you right now, Mike.
Okay, Charles is here. He doesn't want to win the truck, but he's here to see who won.
All right, let's see if Mike's there. Shh.
Are you gonna answer it, Mike?
Mike.
He didn't win it, but he's on.
He's in the race.
He's in the top 5.
He's in the race. Uh-oh.
He's not there.
It's our first one. It was supposed to be all exciting. Dang it, Mike. It's probably because it's a weird number. See if he calls back. Because I always leave messages. That's my pet peeve. If you call somebody, leave a message.
You've reached the phone number of Mike Alberry. Please leave a message. Thank you.
Okay, we will, Mike.
Pick up the phone, Mike!
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording,
He's probably like, I'm waiting till they leave a message, and then I'm going to see if that was Doug. Mike Alberry, this is Doug.
And Stacy.
And we're calling you because you made it to the top 5 on the finalist for the truck. You got a second if you want to call back here, but, don't wait too long because then we're going to be talking to other people on our live show tonight. It's Sunday night. You should be watching us right now. So if you don't hear back from you in a few minutes here, then we'll contact you in a minute. But you made the top 5, Mike. Where is the excitement in the room? 5,600 people, only 4,300 thumbs up. Let's get some happy faces so I can see happy faces. I just love this stuff, man. I was made for this stuff, you guys. That's why you guys got the right guy. I respect you guys. We love you guys. And we are good stewards. Like you guys are, we got the right, it's the right place. You guys got the right place. You're not hanging out nowhere else giving away F-150s tonight, are you?
Oh, a lot of people. It's cold out there. Oh, me too. Today is their birthday.
Dang, Mike. You messed up my opening act, Mike.
Call someone else.
Dang it. No,
Next
I
one.
got to pick another one.
I know, you got to pick another one.
All right, but I got to remember Mike won here. He's one of the 5.
Yeah, just leave it out. Leave him out.
One of the 5. Man, that's very exciting, Mike. All right, there's Mike. Okay. All right, if you guys got some questions, leave the questions. And seriously, guys, we cannot do this without you guys. That's how all this social media stuff works. If you guys show up and spend time here and watch the advertisements and hang out, we'll be good stewards with all this blessings, and we will flip it right back onto you guys. Because, I mean, really, seriously, let's have a real talk here. We live like nobody else so we can live like nobody else. 14 years ago, we ditched all of our bills, right? We lived like we were taking showers out of 1-gallon buckets.
You're 2, I'm 1.
Right. I'm 2 and she's 1. Okay.
1 gallon.
We grow 90% of our own food. We're not beholden to anybody. Right? So whenever this blessing's coming in, we know where it comes from, right? It's the Father, because we're walking in faith, just like He told us to do. And now we're going to flip the script. And instead of the take, we're going to be the give. So you guys found the right place, right? And so that's me. I'm just me, just telling you how it is. All right.
Who's the next one?
I don't know. I don't want to go too fast. Christina Sayer.
Christina, are you here?
Christina Sayer.
You're
Come
the
on,
second one.
We're going to call her.
We're going to call Christina. Do you have her phone number?
Let's call her. I hope so. Yeah, we got her. Let's call her.
Okay, ready?
I want to talk to somebody.
Yeah, we need to talk to
All
at least one person.
Hey, this is pretty cool. Maybe we'll start doing something where we call people on Sunday nights. That'd be pretty fun, wouldn't it?
Well,
all right. You got a question? Answer a question while we're calling her up.
It might take too long to answer it.
Oh, well, you can see.
I was going to talk. They were talking about what other ways to eat Rosa Sharon. I made a really good recipe. You know how you make poppers with jalapenos? I kind of did the same thing with the Rosa Sharon with the flowers. You can kind of open them up, stuff them with like a cream cheese and garlic and all that kind of stuff. And those are really good. You can fry them if you want to, or you don't have to.
All right, it's Christina.
Okay, think Christina will answer?
Shh. Don't say nothing now. Here we go. This is so fun.
No one's gonna answer.
I'm sorry, the person you
Oh!
are voicemail box that has not been set up.
Oh, she doesn't even have her voice box set up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is brutal. This is brutal. Oh my gosh. This is brutal. Brutal. She said, please text me. It's Doug. It's Doug on the live show. Live show. Call me. It's Doug on the live show. Call me. I love it. This is. Oh, I bet she calls pretty fast.
Okay, so what type of oil do you use in your oil lamps? In our oil lamps, we use something called clean heat, Klean heat. So it's an alternative to kerosene. It doesn't smell or bother you. It doesn't smell like kerosene or anything like that in here.
Oh my gosh, this is so fun, y'all. Man, she didn't even call me right back any fastness or
She
nothing.
has to call.
Man, y'all, what's going on? I'd be like, she's Doug.
Well, did you turn your volume down? Maybe you can't hear it.
Oh,
There she is. What's she saying back?
she said, I'm almost certain you have the wrong number. I apologize. Oh my gosh, it's Doug and Stacy. Y'all are so funny. Let's see if she thinks now. Oh my gosh.
Well, maybe you got the wrong number. I hope it's
I wrote
her.
it down.
Did she answer you for something?
No. No, she calling me now. You what? Hello?
Hello?
Is this
Hi.
Christine?
This is Christina.
Oh, I must have the wrong number. I'm sorry.
I do apologize.
Do you
I
want-
don't have your number saved.
You want me to hang up?
No, you guys
Are you watching the live show?
I am not. We actually just got home from a dinner, Sunday night family dinner.
Well, how was it?
Now.
How was family?
It was wonderful.
What'd
My
you-
sister-in-law made meatloaf and mashed potatoes and biscuits. It was wonderful.
Man, a good old home cooked meal.
And we had everybody praying together tonight, so that you can't beat that.
No.
And you had everybody praying, and now you just got a call. You're one of the top 5 finalists to get that truck.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Stop the madness.
That is awesome. I'm pulling you guys up now.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're on the live show, and so are you.
And you are too.
I am in shock. I am so shocked. I don't even know what to say.
I know. I couldn't even imagine.
Right? Like, oh my goodness. That is awesome. I see you guys. How are you?
Hey, there we are! We pulled it out of this bowl and everybody saw us.
That is really cool. That is amazing.
All right, so we're going to pull off 5 people out of this bowl, right? And then you guys are going to be on the lookout because we're going to show up. I'm going to probably just come by myself, but I'll be there this week with the truck. So actually, the real winner will know because I'll have to be making some extra coordinated efforts. So, but you are in the top 5 out of these 25 that we put in the bucket.
Wow, that is amazing.
And out of the 40,000, y'all, only 38,000 people signed up to win the truck out of 1 million people. So don't ever think you don't have a chance.
Right.
Wow.
That is really good odds, actually.
That is.
Yeah. All right, so you made it on the live show. You talked to Doug and Stacy in
Way to go,
person,
Christina.
and you're in the top 5 for the drawing.
Well, I'd like to get to talk to you guys more than just this. It would be awesome.
Well, sure. What else you got? What else is going on around there?
Oh, well, not a whole lot. We're trying to get our homestead off the ground, but we have some neighbors giving us a hard time. So, but God willing, we'll get that going.
Well, what's wrong with the neighbors?
Well, honestly, Doug and Stacy, I'm pretty sure it's because we don't have the money to keep our stuff as pretty as they'd like, and we don't want to join a HOA out in the country.
Oh,
They have HOAs out in the country?
Some of them
No,
do,
we do not, but they want one.
but they give them the business because they're not up to their snuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you don't have any Fords laying around in the front yard, do you?
No,
Well, then you're all right then.
we don't, not yet.
When Stacy and I were looking for our first place, that was like one of our things because the first couple places we looked at, we had to drive through like some, it wasn't the greatest stuff. But then I told her, it says like, that's not too bad. But if I start seeing like cars and like refrigerators laying in the yard, I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
understand that we don't have a whole bunch of that in our yard. It's not as pretty as we'd like it to be.
Well, it takes a little work, doesn't it?
Yep.
How long have you guys been there?
Are we going on 7 years now?
7 years. Time
Yeah.
flies too, huh?
And it does. It takes forever to get everything how you want it to go. You know what I mean? It's totally a work in progress, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Well, we enjoy watching your guys' stuff. You guys help teach us stuff, so.
Oh yeah, that's good kissing up when you're on the phone for the top 5 of the F-150. I agree. Boy, you're doing a good job here. I didn't even have to tell you how to do it. I know, I'm just teasing you. I'm kind of fired up.
Yeah, I imagine. I am. Yep, I am as well.
All right, so we got 3 more people to pick, and we'll keep in touch with you. And appreciate you watching our stuff and hanging out with us. And now you got us on the live show, so make sure you watch the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Hey, it's no problem, you guys. We do appreciate you guys.
All right, good luck.
Thank you. You guys have a blessed night.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I love
Oh,
it.
hi, Nanda.
Hi, Nanda. Oh, there's Nanda.
Yep.
It's a little private something for Nanda. All right, so we got 2 down, y'all, out of 5. If you're new around here, Stacy and I are giving away a Ford F-150. It's a 2014, runs like a champ. I just put brand new tires on it. I put a brand new bed liner in it. We put 25 names in here out of the 38,000 people that signed up out of the 1 million subscribers.
And then we've picked 2. We're picking 5 now. We've got 2 so long because it's going to be 5 we're going to pick from.
I think we're going to call all of them too.
Here's the next one. Oh,
It's Kim Williams. All right, let's see if we got her number
Kim.
here.
Kim Williams. Are
Kim
you
Williams.
here?
Here, we're going to call her. Let's call Kim Williams. I like this calling
Did
stuff.
you guys, when you were kids, did you used to call people and say, what was that thing you'd say? Hello, is your...
We had like party lines you would call and it would be like nothing was on there, but you hear a bunch of people going, my name's Doug and my number's blah, blah, blah. And then you would call the people and then you would like talk to them and see what's up. Where are you? Where are you living?
No,
What are
you know when
doing?
you would say stuff like, is your refrigerator running?
You better catch
not go
it.
catch it.
No, I really never played on the phone.
Oh, I used to do it. You prank people and call people.
But I remember like the radio stations, like we were the boss at it. My mom would have the radio station on in the morning. And so we would like be listening to the radio station, waiting for those giveaways. And I would mad dash to the phone. I could dial it so fast. We won a couple of things on the radio
No, one
station.
time when we first were dating, or when we first got married,
What did I
you
win?
won tickets to,
Something
who was
from
it?
some radio station.
It was like what's it, YouTube?
No, I
No.
don't know YouTube.
With somebody.
It was
I
somebody.
can't remember.
I was good at that stuff. All right, we're calling Kim Williams.
All right, Kim, are you here?
We're about to find out.
Hi, Chris and Tara.
Chris and Tara.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Kim Williams is watching the live show. We know that's for sure.
All right, so yes, you're the 3rd one, Kim, so your odds are looking pretty good.
I'm excited.
I love it. Where are you at anyways? What state?
Missouri, I'm in Springfield.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
All right. Man, did you think you were going to get a call?
I'm surprised. I'll be honest. I'm surprised I never win. So.
Oh, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Yep.
I'm just happy that I was pulled.
You're in the top 5. That is some. What are you going to do with it?
Oh, we'll use it.
You going to use it up good?
Yeah, my husband had a heart attack, and it'll definitely come in handy.
Oh,
That's
man.
good. I like it.
Is he doing all right?
Yeah, he's slowly mending.
Yeah. You guys working or what? You retired? What are you doing down there?
He's not working, but I am.
Oh, yeah? What do you do?
I am a CSR,
Okay.
customer service representative.
Right on. Boy, you put up with some business, don't you?
Oh, let's not even go there.
That's not even go there, baby. You got it. All right. Well, you guys are number 3. Number 3 out of the 5.
Okay, way to go. Go, Kim.
All right. So thanks for watching. We really do appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you as well.
All right. And we'll talk to you soon. I'll let you know like what's going on. So just, keep your phone handy and make sure you remember it's us when we call.
All right. Well, if I'm at work, it'll go voicemail because I can't be on the phone.
Yeah, and we understand. So we'll always leave you a message and then wait for you to call back.
All right.
All right, you guys
All right.
have a good night now. You take care of yourself.
You too.
Well,
All right,
see ya.
bye-bye.
All right, Lisa wants to know how long does Way keep?
I love it. We're going to start doing Sunday night phone calls. I love it.
All right, Way will last.
Don't be
to the-
stealing my idea out there if you're a YouTuber. Don't be stealing my stuff. This is my idea.
Way lasts about 6 months or so, 6, 7 months in the refrigerator. It'll last a while, so it'll last many months. All right, who are you gonna pick next?
I don't know. I got to read some comments here for a second. I got to take a break.
Well, I asked the question about girls and boys having dirtier cars, and it looks like girls have the worst cars.
They do. I'm here to tell you.
Well, a lot of moms have kids, and kids
Oh, no.
have That's one.
No. She was
That's
terrible.
part of it.
Her car is nasty. You
Everybody.
guys, I had to spend $300 on that F-150 out there to get cleaned up.
James says girls have dirtier vehicles. Statistical fact. Ask anyone
See?
who works in the auto repair.
See?
Why
Yeah.
is that, girl?
I'm just telling you it's the facts. I don't even have to ask nobody. All right. Man, this is good stuff. 6,200 people in the house. 5,200 thumbs up. Hit a thumbs up if you haven't participated yet. And you guys have to participate. I was explaining earlier on Twitter, I put a picture up. I can see, like, when we email you guys, let's say I email you something and I say, hey, what's going on? How you guys doing? This is what's going on. And you don't open the email. Like, you're like, oh, that's from Doug, whatever. I can see that you don't open the email. I picked some people out of this 25 people here. I picked some people that had a black dot next to their name when I checked their, signing up for this thing, which means they never even checked their email that I sent them about the giveaway for the F-150 update. So if you guys don't participate, I'm going to skip you. Because this is no more take, right? You guys give, we're going to give, and we're all going to become givers. And that's how we're going to get around all this stuff going on in our country. And we're going to build an awesome community of solid people right here on the internet, because I know it can be done. And we're going to weed out all the garbage. Stick with me. I'll help us do it. All right, 2 more to go.
Okay, who's it gonna be?
All right. Oh my gosh, y'all. And did you guys know this month is February? We're giving away $10,000 in cash.
2 times, 1 5 and 1
One
5.
$5,000 on the 15th and one $5,000 on the 28th. You think I'm playing? I'm not. I'll get it all back to you
He
guys.
even got little briefcases for
Oh, it looks cool. Smack. I love it. All right, Donald.
Donald, you need to know a last name. Don't you
Yeah,
know a last
he
name?
did put it in there. Donald Dishner. Donald Dishner. All right, let's call Donald.
Write that on there so you don't.
I know who he is.
Okay.
I got it here. Let's call old Donald. All right. I bet he
All right,
got
Donald,
that. I
are
bet
you
he got
here?
that a lot. I'm not even going to do that when I talk to him. All right, here we go. Man, that's pretty good when you guys are actually watching and I call your name and you're like, he's going to call me. That's kind of crazy. I love it. All right, so we're going to start doing these Sunday night lives. We're going to do phone calls and stuff, and we're going to talk to you guys. I
Lisa,
love
we
this.
have plenty of chocolate tea now. So if you want to get it, we have it in stock. Go to offgroupdougandstacy.com, the shop tab, and get some chocolate tea. Let's see.
Hold on, I better check.
What are you checking?
Inventory. Maybe she's saying that because she looked.
Oh,
But if just give me 1 second and I'll tell you. Oh my goodness, y'all. We're having so much fun at this stuff. We seriously are, man. We're so passionate about what we're doing.
Oh, Heather wants to know about planting sunflowers in the snow this year. For my sunflowers, I just let them go. Like, I'll use some for the seeds. I save big heads. I save them for winter for my chickens, especially on those cold, snowy days or really cold, frigid days where I don't let them outside. I'll put them in there. I put them in like a burlap sack. Some of them I'll keep for me, where I'll go ahead and I'll roast some and keep them for me. And then I leave a lot in the garden for the birds. They'll pack it all out, and then other stuff will land, and Mother Nature will just let it turn into whatever it's going to turn into. And I just let the sunflowers go wherever. Some of them might pop out of my raised bed. If that happens, I have big stalks coming out. I'll use that as a trellis. If I'm going to plant beans or if I'm going to plant cucumbers, I can do that. And I just kind of let them go. So I just let, whenever, and if there's a certain place, I'll just let them drop someplace, closer toward the end of, later winter, if it's snowing or wherever I have a spot, and then just let, the rain and the sun and all that.
The chocolate tea does not have any caffeine, right? But it has a chemical that's kind of like a derivative or something like it, but it's zero caffeine. But, it gives you like
What's
that.
it called? Theobromine.
Theobromine.
He always forgets. So it basically is going to give you the same feeling. It'll wake you up, make you have a little energy and feel good, but you don't crash. You don't get headaches if you don't drink it. It's a little bit, it doesn't give you the jitters. It's very nice. Are you picking another one?
And the chocolate tea is in stock.
I thought it was.
And the last. And fine. Yeah, that's 5.
Well, what happened with Donald?
Oh, we got to call Donald. I'll put that back in and try again.
The completed is dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Uh-oh, did Donald give us bad information?
Verizon Wireless. Your call.
All right, let's try it again.
Gotta call Donald.
Oh, might have been a little human error there.
Yep.
Here we go.
Oh, Be Well Farm. She's a girl. She has an old truck with spilled pig
Please leave
feed
your message
in the
for
back seat.
4179884.
Don't let anyone hear it.
Oh, man, that's true, right? We can't do that. All right, we'll have to talk to him later or something. Maybe I'll have to pick another one, huh? I don't know if that was part of the deal. I guess I can't really do that. Because he wasn't there answering the phone or nothing.
Well, you didn't leave a message.
I know, so I'll call him back later. But Donald was the 4th one, and this is the last one.
Is it Casey? What?
Casey Stacy.
Oh,
It's Stacy.
who is the first name Stacy or first name
Her
Casey?
name's Stacy, but I think her stuff is called Casey Stacy. So I guess
Oh,
that's where
Kansas.
she lives.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
Kansas
maybe
City.
that's where she lives. All right, here we go. It's the last one.
Oh, Danette keeps the hubbies keep the cars the cleanest, I think. Mendu. I just keep seeing it all throughout.
Because we like our trucks.
Or your cars or whatever you got.
Oh, she's not watching the live show.
Maybe.
Is she?
Hello?
Hello? You
Wait a
there?
minute.
Hello?
That
Are you
was
there?
weird.
Hello?
Oh, I got disconnected or something.
Hello? 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 Is it me you're looking for? All right, let's try it again because nobody even said anything. Was it a bad connection?
Maybe they got nervous.
Hello?
Hello?
Is this Stacy?
Hello, is this Stacy?
Who's calling?
Doug and Stacy?
Are you serious?
I
Yes,
hope so.
We're talking to you.
Why aren't you watching our live show?
Because I had to help my daughter. She's not feeling well. Why?
Well, we make her feel better because we make her laugh. And everyone's watching us talk to you right now.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this is a little embarrassing. Hi.
What's up, Casey, Stacy?
I'm doing okay.
Tell her why you're
Should I
calling.
turn on the live show now?
You can if you want to, but you got us right here live on the phone.
Well, how are you guys?
We're so good. Thanks for entering the contest.
Well, thank you.
What's wrong with that kid?
We're just all dealing with coughs and such.
Where is the garlic honey?
You know what? I was actually going to send you guys an email because I was like, I know that there was garlic honey and another herbologist that was on there. And I was going to ask some questions because I've been thinking a lot about that.
Somebody's going to get a knuckle sandwich when I drop that truck off.
No, well, she's in the top 5.
Yeah.
Tell her.
Yeah, so you're in the top 5. We took 25 people out of all. There's 38,000 people that signed up, and out of that we took 25, and out of those 25 we just picked 5. And so now out of those 5, I'm gonna pick one, and I'm gonna drop the truck off to that winner this week here.
Oh my goodness.
So you're in the top 5.
Oh my goodness.
So what are you gonna do with the truck?
Well, I'm going to do a lot of help on my dad. I'm living in an apartment right now, and we're saving money to actually buy our own. We want to buy some land. I'm living down the road from my dad, who actually does have a homestead.
Cool.
But he doesn't have a truck, and so I want to help him. And yeah, he just got the coop in. He has a chicken coop doing honeybees, and has 2 raised bed gardens so far. But that's all about he can manage right now, and so I'm like, Dad, I'm going to be down at the farm a lot because I got to learn this stuff. I'm really excited, and so yeah, that's what I would definitely do with it.
Yeah, you could cut your teeth down there. That's good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, being a single mom, having moved closer to my parents, it's been good. They're getting older too. Not that they're old by any stretch, but yeah, I'm going to cut my teeth and just learn with him, and then eventually have my own. So that's the goal. So yeah.
Come on now.
I can't even believe this.
You're like hanging out on the phone with Doug and Stacy.
I am.
And you can win a pickup truck.
Yes.
I know.
And you have to leave all the stickers on for over a year or we're going to be mad.
Well, I would definitely do that. I can't believe I'm talking to you guys.
Yeah, so what's up, man? Let's get this kid figured out. How old? What's up?
Well, she's 21. So
Yeah, she's not that much of a kid. Yeah, I hear you.
Do you have any elderberry?
Yeah, you got elderberry?
We do not, but I was going to head down to Sprouts actually tomorrow after work because I think they have elderberry shots there
Yeah.
Right.
that we can take.
Yep.
I've ordered
Fire cider?
elderberry.
Yep.
Do you-
Yeah, I've ordered some plants, and I told my dad we need to put it in the chicken coop, and he was like, I thought those were poisonous until they were
Until they were not.
not, right? And I said, well, for the chickens, Dad, that would help with, like, in case there's an avian flu scare or whatever.
Yeah,
this
it
will
does.
keep them healthy.
Yep.
So he's very excited, and it's exciting too, just to see my dad, who's been like, they are green acres if there ever was, and it's the coolest thing to see my parents doing this now, like in their 60s, and getting to be
Dang, that's how old we are. What are you talking about?
well, late 60s. My dad, he's about to retire because as soon as he turns 70, he's going to retire. So,
Right.
well, from his day job.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, so it's exciting. It's very exciting.
Man, so you're
Well,
like,
do you have any fire cider? Have you?
no, she's like a little new homestead homie. She's like just figuring all this stuff out, man. She's got the bug.
Very new.
Yeah, she's like trying to, ooh, like when we say stuff, she's like, I know I saw that video. I want to do that. That's right. And then, you know what I mean? You can hear it. Yeah.
I'm trying to go through the videos. As I'm fairly new to this, so I'm trying to go through the videos. The one that caught my attention the most, though, was the one with Stacy with the herbologist. And she was talking about her dad's lung,
Mhm.
and it just really caught my attention because I was like, oh my goodness, I would love to just. Not that Western medicine's horrible, but
It is.
It's so overused. I would like to just kind of step back and not do that for a while.
Wasn't that amazing to learn that the shape of the plant goes coordinates with the body part? Like she showed you that, and it looks like a lung, and it's a lung like the carrots we know looks like an eye, good for the eyes. I mean, it's amazing.
It's amazing to me
Amazing.
too, and I was just blown away by that. So I'm so excited. To be perfectly honest, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited
And I just
that I just can't hide it. All right, well you're in. That's it, man. We got it. So now just hold your breath because it'll take me a second. Probably tomorrow I'll pick the #1 winner, and then I'll contact everybody and let them know. And then I got to stop by the lawyers. We got to pick up a piece of paper for you to sign. I got the title already. I put on brand new tires. And so that thing's slicked up and ready to go. I'm going to get all the stickers put on tomorrow too.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
So
Okay.
good luck. Hope you do all right with it.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I will be I'll be waiting then for tomorrow, and have fun with the live stream. I will get on as soon as I get off.
Yes,
All
you
right.
got it. And thanks for all the love and support.
Yep. Thanks.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll see you now.
Okay.
Wasn't that exciting?
That was fun, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So I
And
know.
listen to her, man. She's all excited about her new life, and the dad's getting recharged up about farming, and they're getting their bees and
And then
everything.
he has help because
And
she can
yeah, and
help
then
him.
she can help him, and it's right down the street, you know. And she's in an apartment, so that's something if you can think about. Even if it's not your dad, you can actually get with somebody who's a little bit older and just say, "Man, I'm not a weirdo, but I think I could help you, and we could grow food together, and you could teach me some of them old ways." Because a lot of these old folks, man, they've been growing food. They got some good tips. Oh my gosh, got the chocolate tea. It was so fast and so good. It's Jimmy John's fast, y'all. Doug handles all the tea deliveries and everything. I get them all out the door for you guys, and I really do my best to try to get them really fast out the door.
And Nola wants to know if you can make apple cider vinegar without sugar. The thing is the sugar is going to get eaten up. So that's what it needs.
But the
it needs
answer
to
is
have
no.
something to feed. It's good to feed
You
on
have
it.
to have it.
Now you could go ahead, like if you could juice your, it would still work too if you like made cider, you know, like you got your apples and you press them and just let it set because it's already sweet like that, and that would work. That would work too probably once you just go ahead and make the cider and let it set in a jug. You could do that. I know a lot of people don't drink their cider and it sits and it sits and it sits and it sits.
Man, y'all, we're straight gonna drive an F-150 to somebody's door this week.
Oh, Dixie Living says next giveaway a breeding pair of Katahdins, please.
Oh my god. Okay, so here's the thing with that, right? Like you guys, a lot of y'all are new to this stuff, right? Some states, okay, you can't just drag livestock all around.
Across the state line.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so that's one thing to think about. There's a guy that's on YouTube and he sells his sheep and he lets people drag their sheep all over the country, and I don't do that. I will not put my sheep under that kind of stress, right? To go to some other home or anything. No way, Jose. I've actually heard stories of this fella who's, you know, revered, I guess you'd say. Like they talk about him and I don't know why. But he actually turns sheep loose with people who have no idea what they're doing. They've never had sheep. I've heard stories where the sheep have died. I've heard sheep where they got too much sheep for the land. No one ever told them how much sheep they should even have. It's 2 sheep per acre, right? So I would never like turn my sheep. If you came from Boston to come and try to buy my sheep, I would tell you no. You know, you can get sheep closer to you. It's too much stress on the animal, y'all. You only want to have them in the cages, you know, like in the back of the thing for just a couple of hours, 3 hours, 4. I think like 4 or 5 is like pushing it. Anything less than that is totally fine. But I would never ship my sheep like what I'm hearing stories from this other feller doing, right? Or some of the other stories I've heard, I would never do it. And if you get sheep from me, I'm asking you questions. Have you had sheep before? Do you have enough property? Do you got the fencing up? Da 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 da. Oh my goodness. Can we all just be serious here?
So talking about how to make dog food, homemade dog food, you can do either cooked or you can do raw. So, of course, dogs are pretty much carnivore. I mean, they're also a scavenger, so they'll just eat whatever. When you look at a cat, on the other hand, they totally need to be a total carnivore. Otherwise, they'll be very unhealthy. But a dog can eat whatever and survive. They may not be the healthiest, but they'll survive. But when you're making food for them, of course, their natural diet would be, raw meat and bones. You need to have organ meat. You need to have all those wonderful things. For the dog, I give her she gets herbs, parsley and dill, or whatever I have growing in the garden. I put that in her feed. There's lots of information on it. If you want to start feeding your dog a raw food diet, you need to educate yourself. I can't just sit here and tell you right now because it would take me too long. And most
We
of you
have
guys don't
videos
want
about
to.
it,
And I didn't go into great detail on those,
but it's enough to,
but you need to have the proper ratio of everything for them. So do your research onto that. It's a great diet. If you have a dog that has allergies, I started doing raw food diet with we had a lab, and she had the worst skin problems, and it was just a mess. And a lot of labs are notorious for that. But switching to the raw food diet helped tremendously with all that. Then if you don't want to do the raw food diet, because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to do it like that. You can do the same principles where you're giving them in the raw food, I give them some vegetables too. So same thing, you can do cooked meats. You can do like cooked turkey burger or hamburger or chicken strips or whatever. You can make your meat for your chicken, or not for your chicken, for your dog, and then add vegetables to it. I add things like kelp or sardines. I give sardines to my cats and dogs, once or twice a week for sure. And just give them a nice variety: blueberries, apples, bananas. I mean, they can have all that stuff. You don't want it to be most of their diet, the fruits and vegetables, but they do need to get some of that stuff too. Shredding carrots, pumpkins, squashes. I mean, all that stuff is great when you cook it. So I'll always make extra. Molly will get extra of the food that I cook too. And even like some of our salads, she's okay to have a little olive oil or the apple cider vinegar because my dressing. And then inside the salad, if there's pomegranate seeds, if there's blueberries in it, if there's, spinach or kale, I mean, that's all really good stuff for her. So I'll give her some of that. But in her meal, I'll mix all that up there, make sure she gets some greens. I always have parsley around here or cilantro, and I'll stick that in with her feed. So animals can have all that for snacks. I don't do any store-bought. There's so much contamination and chemicals and bad stuff in all these dog bones and all that. So for treats, I like to, and you guys, it's so easy to do. If you want the easiest dog treats, you can get like the chicken livers from the store, and then you just lay them on a parchment, and you're going to go ahead. What are you doing? Oh, you lay the chicken liver on parchment on low heat, and then you're going to dehydrate them. And then there you go. You have, like dehydrated chicken livers. And it's so easy. The other thing I do also, here, I'll show you.
Hello, Anna Yoder. How are you? Y'all, Layman's canceled us. I'm going to just tell you right now.
Okay, hold on.
Layman's canceled us. They don't want to work with us anymore because I'm talking about what's going on in our country. So I'm not telling you what to do, but they straight up said it. We don't like it, and we're parting ways. So you guys do what you want to do. If you want to spend money at Layman's, spend money at Layman's. I won't spend a dime there no more. Not even a nickel.
And so here is the chicken feet. So you can get chicken feet. I just dehydrate them. I dehydrate it here on my oven, but if it takes me a little longer, I'll do a few days, and then they get real crunchy. Like, see how they just break? And she loves these. And this is a collagen. It's wonderful. It's a great treat for your dogs. So there's lots of ways. Just go online and just, look what's a great, cooked food recipe for dogs, because you need to make sure that they're getting all their nutrients. You can't just give them meat. That's what a lot of people do wrong. They'll just give them, bones and chicken if they're doing a raw food diet, or if they're doing a regular cooked diet, they may give them the same thing all the time. They can't live just with meat. They need to have, like Molly likes to go out, even like the sunflower seeds, black oil sunflower seeds, I feed the wild birds and my chickens because they're very high in protein. That's good for them too. She loves to eat those, and she likes to eat cabbage and all that stuff. I give her a little bit of my ferment. It's really good if you're making the sauerkraut or some of the juice from the ferments. Put a little spoonful in their feed. I put a little raw apple cider vinegar in there so they get a little fermented food. So, all that stuff, just start looking up and doing a little bit more research so you can kind of get that good variety. Or if you are feeding them a, dry food, try to get a better one that doesn't have corn and soy and wheat products in it. And that's really helpful too. And then that way you can supplement and put some of this other cooked stuff that's healthy for them, that they're getting some food that has some nutrients. Because when you get kibble, it's all been dried and heat processed, and they're not getting as much nutritional value as you can from cooking something or eating it raw.
Y'all, Layman's is not a family little business no more, right? Don't squeeze my leg under the table. Her dad died, and then she sold the place before the dirt settled on the place. I don't even care if she sees this video, because it's the honest to God truth. Next thing you know, we got told she sold the place. I had no idea that they were in talks. Nobody never said nothing. And then they did it. And now they went woke. So, we can't do nothing with those people over there. And that breaks my heart, because they are not reading the room, right? Their customers are God-fearing, American-loving country folk, right? And they want to shut me up and keep me from coming there and doing events because I tell the truth, right? Oh my gosh, it was something else, man. And then she tried to backpedal, and I said, no, I got your email. Your first email is what you feel. So I'm sticking with that. And I told her, and if people ask me about it, I'm going to tell them. So if y'all want to blow up their, see, that's the other thing. You guys light these emails up and it's all fun for a minute. You guys get all fired up and everything. And then the dust settles and then they all just go on about their business and the cancel culture lives on. So you really got to stay on them if you really want to make a difference. But that's just where we're at. And I feel I have to be upfront with you guys. Okay. So we don't shop at Lehman's no more. We don't recommend Lehman's no more. They're dead to us. And we don't go to HOA. We're not going to the HOA conference. If you guys were going there to see us, and you were going to get tickets or you were thinking about it, we will not be there, okay? But if you check offgridwithdougandstacy.com on our events tab, we're going to be at Eustace Conway's place, from Mountain Men on History Channel, Turtle Island Preserve. We're raising money there for summer camp for kids, because that's how we roll. And then we just have a lot of other little things that we're working on right now that we will be able to share with you guys, but you have to stay up to date on that events tab and you have to get tickets. Some of these events that we're going to be at are limited seating and they're going to sell out. Okay. So go to offgridwithdougandstacy.com, hit the events tab. And if there's something there that tickles your fancy, grab a ticket and see us there. But we're going to have a really fun year this year. We're putting a lot of things in place to have a really good year with you guys. This is the year of the give back. We're going to bless your socks off.
And Melissa wants to know my thoughts on fermenting chicken feed. I do it. I love it. I just have 5-gallon buckets and I'll cover it up with water, stir it all up, let it set for 3 days, and then you give it to the chickens and they don't eat as much as they would if you give them the dried stuff. Yeah. And it's healthy for them. It's
definitely good. Decrease your bills. And you guys try to stay out of these big feed stores and stuff. Like, I know you guys are spending way too much money on this stuff. Like, you don't have to be all bushy and you can get your own seeds like we showed you, make your own feed. So you can not have to be counting on the stores for all that stuff. Oh my goodness. We're going to be doing it. Stacy and I, here's what we're planning. Okay. We're planning on doing these pop-ups. So I'm trying to work it out right now, but we're going to try to blast off. That's why we got the RV, and I'm working on our family, trying to help out here at the homestead. And we're going to try to do these little blast offs where we can meet up with you guys in select cities. And I don't know what kind of venue or anything, but at least we'll be there hand to hand, face to face, knowledge to knowledge, answering your questions. And, if it's 50 people or 100 or 200 or whatever it is, we want to be there. This is the year of information, you guys. This is the year you need to make some kind of movement, right? For food security, for just being more self-sufficient. This is the year. The most capable hand is at the end of your wrist.
That's so true, isn't it? So a lot of people are talking about the sweet potato slips.
Yeah, because they're juicy. Everybody
loves sweet potatoes. First time, I'll just show you how to do one real quick if you guys want to.
All right, live tutorial right here on the live show, and then we're going to say bye-bye. Man, you're going to do a live sweet potato tutorial. Well, that's good. Did you know about this? It kind of goes with the title, didn't it? So you guys, if you're paying attention, we picked 5 people in the thing here. Next week, you guys are going to see a video of me driving down the street and dropping off a truck. Unbelievable. If you haven't watched the last video, we have another giveaway this month, and y'all have to subscribe to every giveaway, okay? It's just how it is, because each one has its own folder, and then that way I have them all separated. So every time we say there's a giveaway, even though you've done it 10 times, make sure you keep doing it.
Okay. Are you ready?
She said, I'm still in shock. I hope I didn't sound ridiculous. Out of excitement, I forgot to mention I start my new job tomorrow, and I'll be working Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. No problem.
Okay, so here's a sweet potato. This is a Molokai purple sweet potato.
Y'all are so sweet. We do love you guys. I mean, it's just serious. All right.
So here's your potato. You need some filtered water. Don't use chlorinated water.
What does that mean, filtered water? What do you mean?
Not chlorinated. You don't want to use tap water.
No tap water.
Yeah. So when you're doing this, if you don't have any sweet potatoes at your house, let's say you never had a garden and you're, at home and you don't have, you can go to the store, farmer's market, just make sure you get organic potatoes, because a lot of the other potatoes, they spray with a sprout inhibitor where they won't do the slips. Mm-hmm. So these are my purple sweet potatoes from last year. So, and I always save a few good ones that we don't eat that I'm going to use for this. So I'm not going to just do one. I have probably like 5 of them over there because I like these purple ones. So I want to grow a bunch of them, and then I'll do my purple ones too, or my orange ones. So get the organic ones at the store or use your saved ones, and then you're going to put it in the jar so that the bottom part of it is in the water, because it's going to start getting little roots. And generally it goes, you might see a little root coming out, and then you'll start seeing, little eyes pop out here, and they're going to turn into these things called slips, which are like little plants basically. So I'm going to show you how I do it. You're going to
Man, you can smell the dirt on that thing. Love it. Can't wait to get back in the garden.
So usually I put 3 toothpicks in it like that.
And we have videos about this if you guys look it up.
Ooh,
that's a little full, boy. You got it right in there, didn't you?
So then what's going to happen is it's going to start, shoop, 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 and they're all going to come out. So generally when they start to grow and they get to about 6 inches or so, I just pinch it off. And then I have another little, usually I use a pint jar, smaller jar with water, and I stick it in there. Sort of like you just put your flowers in water. It's the same thing.
No tap water.
And then they're going to get little roots on them. And that's your plant that you're going to go ahead and plant into the ground when the temperature of the dirt is warm. Because sweet potatoes do not like cold. Like regular white potatoes, and red potatoes, they like cold. They don't mind it. Sweet potatoes like warm, like 65, 70 degrees, constant temperature in the earth. So you don't want to plant them until your temperatures are consistently warm.
That's right.
And that's it. So I just stick this by the window and you just watch it, and it's beautiful.
And you're going to need to change that water probably every once in a while. Let them know.
You're going to smell it. Definitely smell it, because if it smells gross, you definitely have to do it. And if you look at it and it looks kind of nasty, just dump it out and, change it. It'll be fine.
So you'll see a bunch of like hair growing down here. That's all the roots. And then this thing will start blowing, ming, 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 ming. And then you'll pinch those off and make your sweet potatoes. And each slip produces quite a bit of potatoes. You know what I mean? So when you put those things out in the yard, they start vining and dropping their stuff everywhere. We have a lot of videos on sweet potatoes. Danny from Deep South Homestead, me and him go about the sweet potatoes. I got the sweet potatoes. No, I got the sweet potatoes. No, I got the best sweet potatoes.
He puts his in the ground. And he gets a lot more sweet potatoes than we do.
Danny's my buddy down there. If you guys haven't watched Danny and Wanda, they're a good watch too. Good folks.
The Deep South Homestead.
Yeah. But I grow the biggest sweet potatoes. All right, question. Is it the same for regular potatoes? No.
Are you talking about like white potatoes?
Yeah.
No, you don't do this. So what's going to happen is you need to keep, of course, your potatoes in the dark. That's why they always put like the potatoes in the burlap sack. So you get these things, your seed potatoes, and when you start, like a lot of times when you buy organic potatoes, they start getting the little slips on them. Well, basically those are all little plants. So when it's time to plant them, so we're in zone 6B. So generally toward the end of March is when we can plant like regular white potatoes, like the Pontiac potatoes or the Kennebec potatoes, the white or the red potatoes like that. So then what you're going to do is, if you have your potato, you're going to cut where those little eyes are that were popping up, or the little plants. And then maybe in a potato like this, you could get, 4 different plants. So you just want to cut the eyes off, and you're going to stick them in the ground with the eye facing up. And that's what you're going to plant, and that's going to turn into your potatoes.
And if you guys hit that subscribe button and the bell for all notifications, we are walking you through the garden this year. We're going to do a lot of garden videos. We didn't do none hardly last year.
And I did one last year about the potatoes in the tubs. I just did them.
Yeah.
I did a bunch of them in tubs, and it worked out good. So if it's your first time or you're not sure, I would highly recommend. You can grow potatoes in a 5-gallon bucket, an old feed tub, and a old big pot. You can do it, and it's so easy to do. Anybody can do it.
And if you guys just joined, we took the 38,000 people that registered to win the truck out of 1 million subscribers, so your odds were really good. We narrowed that down to 25. We put them in the bowl, and then earlier in the live show here, we drew out 5 names, and then I'll draw one person out of here, and that one person will get the truck this week coming up, and we'll have a whole video about it and everything else. So if your name was on the list and you got contacted tonight, you'll be hearing from me shortly, and we'll have it all coordinated for you. Y'all do not fall for scams in the comments section. Stop answering all this crap on Facebook or underneath this video. That we will not contact you. I do not do Telegram. I will not ask you to send me money. We're trying to send you money. Why would I ask you to send me money? They are ripping you guys off and you're letting them. It's all voluntary. Stop volunteering for it. Doug's a straight shooter, man. You're going to know when Doug's messing with you. You'll know it's me. All right. TikTok from China. Yeah, let's just talk about some balloons flying over the country. Okay, so if you want to get a wood cook stove and you don't want to patronize Layman's anymore, just Google it. Pioneer Princess for sale, and it'll pop up. All these places drop ship. They deliver. You know what I mean? If you're in, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Missouri, all these other places, if there's an Amish community around there, go to the community, right? Who needs to spend money at the big Layman's multi-millionaire store? Go to the Amish community and tell them you're looking for a wood cook stove, and they'll tell you who is the wood sales rep in that neighborhood, and you can go direct right there, right? Let's get on with it. Let's get it on. So we picked 5 people, and someone's getting that truck this week. The video will be out this week. All right, so I answered your question on that. Now you know. If you guys ever want to get something, just Google Pants it, and then it'll tell you. If you guys ever have a question about how we do something, sweet potatoes, off-grid Doug, and all these sweet potato videos will pop up. Anything else you want to know, just type it into your search bar. Getting lambs this month. That's good. I love it. I was listening, somebody had made a comment, actually, and they were just talking about what's going on and how the wheat and the chaff and everything gets separated. And then he made this analogy about the goats, about how the goats are a lot of trouble. And that the sheep in the scriptures are not, right? So I just thought that was a really good, thing, because I am definitely on record for saying goats are overrated and sheep are where it's at. So I don't know. It just hit me kind of good when he said that, thinking about all the stuff I'm going through right now. And honestly, I don't really care. Like, we do business with some super liberal places, y'all. And I've never, ever had a problem with that. I don't have any kind of a problem with that, right? I don't understand this, take your stuff and go home. What happened to free speech? Like, we should all be able to agree to disagree. If they don't like what I'm doing, that's fine. When I come there, that's not what we talk about. So it's all so silly. Also silly.
Oh, it's Sharon's first time being on the live show.
Yeah, we'll be in Hannibal, and that thing's already sold out. So we sold out. Y'all, here's the other thing. You want to know something really kind of messed up? The new law went into effect, okay, that if you get more than $600 from any kind of a pay app, right, they have to send you a 1099K. Well, last year we had our conference, and then we sold out our conference in the same year. So they just sent me the 1099K, right? And my head's about to spin off because I have both years worth of sales on one tax bill. This is why, this is stupid, right? Up there messing around with stuff, all these unintended consequences. It's just stupid. And now I have to deal with all this stuff. So you guys be careful out there if you're dealing with these pay apps and all this stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to talk to the accountant now. And then it's just a whole nother thing I got to deal with. But who would ever thought that? You know what I mean? And I don't have that money. That money is locked up until next year at the conference. Oh, my guacamole.
Renee wants to know, what's the first thing to build that's necessary when living off grid? Well, you want to know something? We live around the
Probably
Amish
someplace
here.
to sleep.
Well, no, I'm going to tell you, all the Amish, everyone, when they build a house and they're moving, the whole family or do whatever, the first thing they build is the barn.
Yeah.
Always.
Always.
But yeah, we built our little cabin first, and then, well, we already had the barn. There was the only thing that was here. We had a barn here. But it is when they move, and a lot of them, might even set up a place inside of the barn, or if they're building like a pole barn or something, and they live in that area until they get everything done. But they need to make sure that their livestock's taken care of if they're moving from one farm to another.
Type in menopause got you down, off-grid Doug, and enjoy. All right. I've been growing slips for spring for about a month. Yeah, you have to get kind of going on them. Right now is about the time for us because we're still in February, but
see, like
depends on where you live.
and some of them are slower, some of them are faster. You'll just have to see. I always like to do extras. So, because you always want a lot of sweet potatoes, and sometimes one potato is not going to give you enough. So make sure you have quite a few in your window. And then if you have too many, give them to friends. Or sometimes maybe, I know the past 2 years here, it got later and later. I ended up planting my sweet potatoes. I think the past 2 years, it ended up being in June by the time we can plant them. And we've always been able to do them by like May 15th around here. And it's been much colder longer and the ground wasn't, warm enough. So I just keep, I make sure I have extras just in case, because if some of them are sitting in the water, they might get mushy and they might go ahead and die. So I always, it's better to have that little extra insurance, right? And to make a little extra, always have a little extra. When I'm planting in the garden, maybe I'll put my tomatoes and peppers and my squash and my lettuce and my herbs or whatever in a bed. And maybe I'll do something else that's similar to another one, because you never know, a pest or something might take over and get one plant more than they would in another bed. So I always have like insurance all over, and I'll plant things all over the place. So just kind of think like that. What you can't put all your eggs in one basket, as they say. So maybe if you have something in a pot here and then you put it somewhere over here, maybe it'll grow better in one part of your land than another. And that's the one thing that I found. Someone was asking about, are you planting anything different? Or are you doing this? Or are you doing that? And I think what happens, with especially the heirloom plants, the longer that they're here, they get really accustomed to the environment, the temperature, the soil, and all that kind of stuff. And then I was talking to my friend Jody, and we were talking about our chickens. So basically, we just keep incubating our chickens. We have different kinds of rooster, different kinds of hens.
Shouldn't you just incubate their eggs, though?
The eggs. So when we incubate the eggs, we're getting these things we call mutt chickens. So I guess over time and season after season, they're getting really acclimated to the temperatures and everything going on. We have these chickens that are crazy looking with little poofs, and they're all different colors. Some have fuzzy legs. I mean, it's crazy. And we always look forward to every year when we incubate them, what they're going to turn out and look like. Cool colors. And then that way we're kind of developing our own little chickens. They all lay different color eggs. They're a mix of a bunch of different chickens, and they do very well here. So that might be some for you guys too. If you don't really care about getting a total purebred chicken where you are.
Do you use tallow?
Oh yeah, tallow is great for your skin. Your beef, all you do is just beef fat.
We have sheep tallow
and then
too.
Yeah, I have all the fat. So you have your sheep tallow, your beef tallow. You're just gonna cook it down, and then you're gonna use it to cook with, because it's a very stable saturated fat, and it's very healthy for you. Full of all these wonderful things for your body. But the tallow you can use on your skin. You can turn it into lotions also, as well as using it to cook.
Yeah, I've seen people grow strawberries in gutters, so you can grow strawberries in containers. No problem there. All right, when do you bring the tomato slices out of the root cellar? Oh, when's that? That's not so warms up. So for us,
because
April.
I'm going to tell you guys, when you take them out from downstairs or wherever you have them in a cool place, and you start watering them and the sun gets to them, they will grow very, very quickly. I mean, they'll be like bing, and
so if you do it too soon, then they'll get all spriggly and stuff, because they'll go faster than you can put them in the ground, and they'll fall over, and you'll be wasting them all. So you just be patient. Remember, y'all,
unless you have grow lights in your house.
The name of the game with gardening is soil temperature as well as outside temperature. A lot of people forget that. They get a couple of warm days, the sun's shining on them, and they're like, woohoo, we're off to the races. But the dirt is still cold. So you got to have both. You want to have the good dirt temperature, and you got to have the good outside temperature. What kind of incubator do you use? Whatever kind Jody has.
Yeah, my friend has one. Yeah, I don't know. She's got one that has 99. So we're going to do Guineas.
99, dong, dong, dee, dong.
We're going to do lots of guineas and turkeys and lots of chickens this year.
All right, so that's all we got for you guys. Man, what was that? 88 minutes. Man, time flies so fast when we're hanging out with you guys. Good stuff. Can you make apple cider vinegar in a fermenting crock or just a glass?
Yeah, you can put it in it. I wouldn't make, if you're going to do apple cider vinegar, make sure you're doing it at least, a half gallon or a gallon, because you got to put the apples in there, so you're not going to get the full gallon. I would try to do at least a half gallon or a gallon jug.
All Natural Homesteader said, I've been an original homestead homie for 7 years. What happened to the viewers doing your intros? We did those for a long time. That was really fun.
I like that. We should do it again.
We just got away
I always
from it.
like it.
You know what I mean? Like, you always got to kind of switch it up. So we did that for a year,
let's
and then
switch
we kind
back.
of switched it off. You know,
Switch back.
yeah, but we're the ungovernables now. We went from homestead homies to the ungovernables in 2 years. Oh my gosh, I love it. Hope you guys call me on these Sundays. Yeah, that's going to be fun, man. I think we're going to try that. Some kind of stuff like that. Doug, please read the name of the people you picked, or just tell me if I was one of them. John Willis. No, you weren't one of them. All right, I'm going to read the names one more time.
And then he's going to pick one of those names.
Mike, Aubrey, Christina, Sayer, Kim Williams.
Donald.
No, Kim Williams and Casey Stacy. Right? Yeah. Kim, Mike, Christina, Mike, Kim, Christina. Was there one more? And Donald. Right? That's right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Christina, Kim, Mike, Don, and Stacy. Those are the 5 right there. So that's what we got for you. I was having trouble typing through there. Oh my gosh, I'm tired too. All right. Would you give oats to chickens?
I do.
Yeah.
I put it in my feed.
Oh, how long do you want to let the chocolate tea steep? It's on the package.
Well, but okay. I like to do here. I'll show you again. We have lots of visuals today. So for me, I like to put my stuff like in one of these, and then I let it steep for a while. It'll stay hot and it'll get more chocolatey the longer you let it set.
Hey, let me tell you something. You guys might have saw somebody do that thing where they put all that stuff in the bucket with the meat and then do the maggots and the flies, you know what I mean, for the chickens. Now, I want you to think long and hard about that video that maybe got some clicks, right? And now think long and hard about, are they still doing that? Because the answer is no. If you guys see something pop up on somebody's stuff, right, just follow up a little bit, man. Just see, like, are they still doing that? Because a lot of times these yahoos are just grabbing stuff and then making the videos, and then they don't ever really do it. And it's, not good. So just make sure you keep an eye out on that, right? But yeah, there's people that have talked so good about back to eating gardens. Oh, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then they slowly just weeded it out of their videos, and you wouldn't even know, like, whoa, what happened, unless you're paying attention. So you guys got to be smart, man. Stop falling for these scams in this comment section. Quit letting people push you around. Don't believe half the story, right? Get all your information and make a good decision. That's the best. Trust but verify. All right, that's all we got for you guys. Zach and American Homestead did that with the maggots. Yes, and Zach's a good old boy. But, I'm, for one, not really digging it. There was a couple other channels that did it too. One thing about country life, right, is you don't want flies around you all the time. They're already bad enough out here already. And that thing attracts predators and all kinds of stuff because of the smell. So it's just, I'm not down with it. Never was. It looked kind of gimmicky, but, they got plenty of food out there with eating live natural bugs and everything going on. It's no problem. All right. Thank you. Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. No, thank you. About forming a board for a new homesteader's business. How do you feel about forming a board for a new homesteader's business? I don't even know what that means. Oh, Doug and Stacy, any tickets left for the Oklahoma Homestead Conference? Yes! Get your tickets for the Homestead Conference, and Stacy will be doing a fermenting class, and it's only limited seating. I think, they wanted to have more people, and we just said, look, we can only have this many people. We do very hands-on. We answer a lot of questions. Stacy's very thorough about her class, so it's limited seating.
Yeah, if you guys want to come and want to learn anything you want to know about fermenting, it's all day long. And I could go longer. They have to kick me out of there. we are going to do everything. You're going to learn how to ferment with honey. You're going to learn how to ferment, vegetables, how to ferment fruit, how to do drinks, how to do vinegar. I mean, everything. I go into everything, and you're going to leave with 3 different ferments. We're going to make like ketchup, and we're going to do maybe honey fermented garlic and sauerkraut. I mean, I don't know what exactly all the things we're going to do yet, but you're going to get all these things, and it's totally intensive, and you're going to learn everything and feel very confident to go home and ferment. So if you want to do that, it's an all-day workshop, and it's definitely worth your while. So sign up. I'd love to see you guys there.
And if you guys want to know where we're at, just go to offgridwithdougandstacy.com and go to the events tab, and all of our little hot spots that we got so far are right there for you to see. So if you ever wanted to see if we were real or just an AI generated chat GTP thing, oh, then you can come see us live. Do you guys know anything about the cooperative business model? Food cooperatives. How do you check the soil temperature? Stick your finger in there. Get a soil thermometer. They have soil thermometers you can get. What's the problem with layman's? They don't like Doug talking about current events. They don't like talking about Tractor Supply hosting Drag Queen Story Time and sponsoring it, right? They don't like it. And Doug said, what are you talking about? So they said, well, we want to part ways. And I said, well, I'm going to tell everybody that that's why you're doing it. And that's why they did it. Bottom line. They're not a family business anymore. They sold their business to some other big business as soon as the dad died. And, things just aren't the same there. Go woke, go broke is what they say, I guess. You guys do you, though. Like, if you want to shop there, shop there. But Doug and Stacy won't be going there anymore. And we won't be spending any money there no more. And we don't be going to the Homesteaders of America conference no more. And we won't be promoting them no more. No more.
So here, want to know what's our stirring stick? It's our T-ball.
Yeah, that's a T-ball.
And you put your stuff inside of it, and then that's your tea. And you can get that at offgridwithdougandstacy.com.
Another way you guys can check your soil temps too is the dandelions. The dandelions will start popping up as soon as the soil temperature gets good. That's the first thing to pop up. It's the dandelions.
And they're so good for you. I've done a lot of videos on dandelions, the flowers and the greens and everything. Wonderful. See, that's the thing, way back when, the pioneers and everything, these are the first things that are popping up. People didn't have, gardens or anything in the winter months. And so they were like starving for some greens and some good nutrition. So these dandelions popped up first. So dandelion green salad, and they would use them in different foods and teas and drinks, because that would help getting them back to eating real good food again and getting their nutrition back. So dandelions are wonderful. They're so helpful for the body. All right, let's see. A lot of people are using that bentonite clay, so that's good.
So if you go to Doug and Stacy, Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, it's just really this simple, but I'll help you out some because I'm just that kind of a guy. Off Grid with dougandstacy.com. All right. So this is on the mobile, right? Off Grid with dougandstacy.com. There's like 3 little dashes right there. You hit the 3 little dashes. See? Hey, 3 dashes. What's up, 3 dashes? What's your name? And then the box drops down and it says events right there. Right? Events. Doesn't it? Events. Sure does. And then right there is Doug and Stacy's all our events. See? I pay big bucks for this. And then also we have the if you do it on a laptop, if you go to our website, then you just look at the top bar up there and you'll see the events tab. That's how it works.
Everyone wants to know how you're getting back home if you take the truck.
Come on, y'all. I'm a log man. I got trailers and big trucks. I'm a log man, y'all. I'm not driving it to you. My goodness, I'm not gonna put miles on it and mess up your new tires. I'm gonna trailer it all the way to you. Holy cow. No wear on your tires, no rock chips.
Oh, Kathy says, Doug, one of your videos made it to a BitChute replay now. Conspiracy and Homestead are together.
Look, and here's the other thing before you guys get out of here. There's 4,800 beautiful people here hanging out to the last minute, and I thank you very much. I don't know what this one-dimensional life they're trying to make us live is. What is this one-dimensional life they're trying to make us live? We are homesteaders. We grow our food. We live off-grid with no public utilities. We have opinions about what's going on in our country, and we should be able to voice said opinions, right? I do not understand this mentality of you shouldn't talk about that. You shouldn't be talking about that. You're a homesteader. What is this stuff? Y'all, people that care about food, water, shelter, that's us. That's us kind of people. And we also care about government overreach. We care about making laws and stuff that are going to turn us all into criminals. We care about not having food security in our backyards. Y'all get a hold of your municipalities and explain to them that there are food pressures all over the place. The cost of food is almost unbearable. And you have ordinances in your town right here that deny us from having a few backyard chickens. And start raising a stink. The government used to encourage you to have backyard chickens, encourage you to have a victory garden in the yard. And now they're discouraging it. Why? Why? Ask yourself why. Seriously. Why? I love it, man. You guys got to wake up and you have to participate. That's what I'm trying to teach you with these giveaways. You have to participate, man. We've been on the sidelines and quiet kind of a little too much, I think, I'm just saying. And on that note, we picked 5 people that are going to win that F-150, and we're going to give it away this week. And me and Stacy got to go because we got stuff we got to do before the night ends. So as always, thanks for hanging out with us on the videos. We appreciate you guys like nobody's business. We're trying to show you, and we care about you guys, and we don't even know you, but we really just are, people that just care about people. And we want to try to help you guys realize that there's a better way to live than the 9 to 5, chasing the paycheck so you can barely pay to live, so you can save up for 10 years to go on a vacation, or so you can work 60 years and then retire, and the average person dies 6 to 7 years after they retire. There's another way, man, and we're showing you guys. We're doing it.
Oh, and then what does everyone need to do for the other giveaway?
You guys got to keep watching the videos. I'm going to be watching the comments on the videos, and I'm going to be pulling people from that. And on the 15th, I'm going to pick a winner. I'm looking. This channel is not looking for takers, man. We are looking for participants. This is not just a flicky-do YouTube channel. Like, we are here to help you guys move the needle. And the way we're going to do that is for you guys to participate, right? And if you guys participate, everybody's going to win. And that's what I can promise you. So that's all I got for you.
Yes, and congratulations to
What
the
is
5
FLT?
finalists.
I have no idea what FLT is. Where did you see that? I have no idea. All right. Man, that was awesome. I love these live shows. Oh,
We like talking to the people.
Well, we just said we give it to you straight. You know what I mean? We give you our videos are straight too.
The 5 finalists.
Very little editing on the videos, so we give it to you pretty straight. But I like the live shows because we can interact with you, and it's like bam, right? So we're gonna wrap it up. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys out there on the road this year somewhere, hopefully.
Yes, I hope we get to see you.
And just remember, the most capable hand is at the end of your wrist. All right? Hit that thumbs up, right? Raise your children. Don't, co-opt them. And we'll see you guys on the next video.